What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey 612 coming to you guys with a video right now. So, yesterday, obviously wasn't a great game for the Eagles. The Eagles lose to the 49ers 11-17. 49ers didn't score 40 on us like they did last week, to the Lions. But some concerning things to think about here. Number one, you start out in the first quarter. You play pretty good. Jimmy G got rattled a little bit. Javon Hargrave was doing a good job all over the field. 49ers receivers were dropping passes. They looked pretty bad. Eagles, drove down the field, used Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell pretty well, got some passes in, and scored a field goal. So we get some points on the board. The second quarter comes around. 49ers punt the ball to us and it bounces about the 1 yard line. So where you have the whole field to look at. A huge pass on the first play to Quez Watkins, 91 yards. You get to about the 2 yard line. You literally get a false start. And you have 2 plays for 1 yard each. And then on fourth down, which why you don't take the points, I don't know. Third time Nick Sirianni has gone for it on fourth downs already. Why is he not taking the points? You go up 6-0. Obviously, there was a blocked field goal before that. Actually, recovered by Dallas Goedert and almost had the first down. He was like 2 yards short. But, yeah, they go for it on fourth down. They don't take the points. And they can't do it. They do a Philly special. They do a reverse with Greg Ward throwing the ball. Great. That was a huge driver kill. Okay. Obviously, you had some injuries in this game. Brandon Brooks had enough of him getting injured. Mr. Glass, he's the next Mr. Glass on our team. We've already had one Mr. Glass leave our team. Now we have another Mr. Glass. That we knew that it wasn't going to last long until Brandon Brooks got hurt. You lost Brandon Graham to an Achilles injury today. Jalen Reagor had a touchdown today, or would have had a touchdown. Okay, illegal touching. He was kind of pushed out of bounds. I thought before he went out of bounds, he had 3 feet in when he had the ball, and then went out of bounds. I don't know. That was called back, so a touchdown to Jalen Reagor was pulled back. But as soon as that fourth down play with that Philly special happened, this team fell apart pretty easily. 49ers ran down our throats. Started getting these mid-tier throws, middle of the field that we couldn't do. We couldn't defend. They were converting every third down. Our defense couldn't get off the field. I mean, it was a travesty. I mean, it was pretty bad. Kind of remind me of Doug Peterson last year and how Jim Schwartz ran this defense last year. No joke. Our defensive line, okay, not only did the receivers the best receiver was Quez Watkins. The rest of our receivers had not even 20 yards each, okay? But not even just that. Our linebackers, 3 linebackers, double-digit tackles. That shouldn't happen. 3 of our linebackers were in double-digit tackles. Our defensive line, other than Javon Hargrave doing a good job in the first quarter, he was all over the field. He played horrible. The whole defensive line played horrible. Fletcher Cox, the one that everyone has to defend because he gets double-teamed. Well, here's a stat for you. So, Fletcher Cox, the last 6 games, okay, 1 sack, 1 QB hit the last 6 games. That's the guy that you're defending right now. I try to tell people that I try to tell people that there's, it doesn't matter. Like Aaron Donald does the same thing. I'm not going to get into all that, but that's how bad our defensive line was. Okay? No blitzing. On third and shorts, your cornerbacks are like 6 feet back. 6 yards back. Okay? 6 yards. You're playing zone. Your corners are back 6 yards on a third and short. Why? You don't even blitz. You didn't make any changes. Offensively, you didn't make any changes as well. I don't get it. Derek Barnett getting on my nerves. I want him to get benched. I don't care how much money he's making from being a first-round pick, 14th overall pick in 2017, and having a rookie year. That wasn't a double-digit sack year. It was a good year. And the only year that he had that was a good year with us. Okay, Derek Barnett. The play is not even near him. He hits a 49er in the back, and he gets a flag. He did it right in front of the ref. Derek Barnett has done this. He's been a reactor. Derek Barnett is the reactor on the field. He doesn't think before he does anything. Okay? It really pisses me off. It really does. And got a penalty. I'm tired of him. Tired of Derek Barnett. I would give more snaps to Josh Sweat, give more snaps to Kevon Wallace, give more snaps to those guys, because those guys will play a lot smarter than he does. You're already costing us penalties. It's not right. It's not good. Derek Barnett is just not good. He's a bust, and that's all he'll ever be. He'll be nothing else. I want him benched. Don't have to get rid of him, but have him benched. Get him out of this rotation, because I want to give more snaps to Josh Sweat or Ryan Kerrigan. And trust me, Ryan Kerrigan ain't going to mind to get more reps. This defensive line has disappeared the past 2 weeks. This was worse than, obviously they had more pressure on Matt Ryan last week, but this was bad. They disappeared. Javon Hargrave did everything, and that was it. The unnecessary penalties, like I said with Derek Barnett. Kevon Wallace had one. You know what? I don't really think it's his fault. Elijah Mitchell ran with the ball. He put his head down. Kevon Wallace, out of football instinct, put his head down. Knocked him out. Hard hit, knocked him out, and he fumbled the ball. Fumbled it. I think Darius Slay picked it up. I think that's when Darius Slay actually picked up the ball and started running with it. They threw a flag. So because Elijah Mitchell was knocked out on the field, when he had his helmet down first, before Kevon Wallace came and put his helmet down, those penalties didn't offset. They immediately flagged the Eagles for it, which I thought was a big crock of BS. Okay. It's just, it was a crazy game. It was ugly. It looked like they are a new team that is still learning. Okay, I know. And look, the one thing I'll say, I'll give Nick Sirianni a lot of respect, because this game, at his press conference, he said that he messed up. I mean, not like Andy Reid or Doug Peterson, where they're like, oh, we just got to play better next game. No. Nick Sirianni said, quote unquote, the sequence of plays, I wish I would take some of them back. I didn't, some plays work, some plays don't. I thought that some of these plays would work. So he's at least admitting that his play calling was not good in this game. He says, I take full responsibility of that, which, obviously the loss is horrible, but it makes you feel a little bit better that at least he's telling you and being humble about it instead of lying to your face. Okay, that's definitely the next thing. But guys, Miles Sanders and Kenneth Gainwell. Hurts had more rushing yards than the running backs. If I want to go over the whole overview, Hurts had more rushing yards than both Kenneth Gainwell and Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders didn't even have 15 carries. Number 2, your linebackers had 3 of them. Each had double-digit tackles over your defensive line. Okay? And then your wide receivers, besides Quez Watkins, didn't even have 20 yards receiving. That's a problem. That's a problem. Okay? That's not good. Going into Dallas next Monday, I don't feel comfortable. Dallas has the best offense in this division, hands down. Okay, they do. They're well coached. They have a good offensive coordinator. There's a guy, they know how to use their offensive players. Even with Michael Gallup and Lyle Collins out of the lineup, it's going to be tough. I don't feel comfortable. I don't, unless they change some things around. I know this team can play a lot better by a landslide. How much is Jalen Hurts underthrowing? Should there have been some PI calls from Devontae Smith, from some of these defenders on Devontae Smith, at least 2 of these penalties? Probably, but it wouldn't have changed the game, guys. It wouldn't have changed the game. Number 3, why are you not using Boston Scott still? Like, you might as well move up Jordan Howard. You're only using 2 running backs. Why do you even dress up a 3rd running back? What is the point? You got to bring a bruiser into this offense. I want a bruiser in this offense. Enough with the speed. I understand that. I wanted at least one bruiser back, whether it was Jordan Howard at the time or Kerryon Johnson or Elijah Holyfield, whoever it was. I wanted one of those guys. They still don't use a bruiser back. I don't know why they don't. So, a lot of things to take away from this game. It's Jalen Hurts underthrowing. I thought he underthrew. I thought he overthrew. There was rumors about his deep ball accuracy. He hasn't thrown that deep. Devontae Smith, that first pass that he threw it way too late. Devontae Smith had separation going close to the end zone, and he threw it too late, so he had to come back for it. The timing of the ball to Devontae Smith's route was not on target. Threw to him another time down the field later in the game. Underthrew it. Devontae Smith had to come back into the defender and try to catch it, and it didn't happen. This defense just can't get out of their own way. Okay, Steven Nelson dropped an easy pick today. Okay, it's a couple picks. I forgot the other pick, but I know 2 of them were very easy to catch. Dropped them. Stripping the ball. They stripped the ball twice in the fourth quarter. Once by Kittle. Kittle fumbled the ball, and no one jumped on it. And then obviously the one with Kevon Wallace and on Elijah Mitchell, and then got the flag for that. So not only did we go off sides, we have a lot of false starts. No, that problem got fixed from last week, but everything else messed up, guys. We know that when we beat the Falcons, they were not a great team. We know that. That's why San Francisco was such a good test for us. And they didn't score 40 like they did on the Lions. They didn't score 40 on us. It was a close game, but they left points on the board. They went on fourth down in the second quarter after that big Quez Watkins catch, doing that stupid reverse. Kick a field goal, take the points. I feel like Nick was trying to get the crowd going, or he was, there's only enough confidence you can show. Your defense can't get off the field. Okay, that's the problem. We didn't make any changes to our offense, to our defense throughout the game. No changes. They promised us all these changes, and nothing happened. We're playing way too much zone. Playing way too much. It's to a point where if you're going to play zone, you got your corners line 6 yards off the line. Your defensive line can't get pressure, so why are you even playing zone in the first place? If you don't even dial up any blitzes to help your pass rush. You don't even dial up blitzes. Well, they probably blitzed maybe once. I saw 1 time in this game. This is another time, maybe 2. I think just 1 or 2 times in this whole game. It's unacceptable. So there's really not much to say about it. I don't want to make it too much of a long video, but guys, this is just, it's underperforming. You barely threw to your tight ends today. Zach Ertz had a catch. Dallas Goedert had a screen pass and maybe 1 catch. It wasn't much. Whether it's 2 or 3 catches for Goedert, I don't know. But you barely used your tight ends. You had 3 out of 4 receivers having 20 or less yards. That's how bad it was. There was nobody productive besides Quez Watkins today. That's it. Jordan Mailata, I think, gave up, that 1 sack on Jalen Hurts to Bosa, but that was really it. I thought Jordan Mailata played really well at left tackle. Brandon Brooks gets hurt. Landon Dickerson comes into the game, which I was really surprised. Why is Landon Dickerson in the game? Why are you throwing him in the fire now? Why are you not throwing Nate Herbig in the game? Dickerson hasn't practiced enough. He didn't go to OTAs. He didn't go to rookie minicamp. He didn't go to minicamp. He didn't go to training camp. He didn't practice. He didn't play in preseason. Why are you even throwing him in there? So, we deserve to lose this game. We left points. We could have won this game. But the Eagles decide to get sneaky, go for it on fourth down. You get a blocked field goal, that's 3 points. You miss on a touchdown, and then you miss on a field goal. Eagles could have won this game. But they shot themselves in the foot way too many times, unfortunately. That's all I really got to say, guys. It was ugly. I hope they change things up this week because you have an NFC East rival next Monday, and it's going to be a big game. And if you can't beat Dallas' defense that's down to just linebackers right now, I don't know what to tell you. No DeMarcus Lawrence, good linebacker core, not great at safety, not great at corner. You can't do anything against that. I don't know what to say. Not saying it's all on Nick Sirianni. I thought 80% of this game was on Nick Sirianni and 20% was on Hurts. Hurts didn't have a good day. Late throws, deep ball accuracy, underthrow, overthrow, everything. But what's most important is the game plan. What's most important is the route running. What route combinations they're having these receivers do. Why isn't there double moves? Why isn't there anything special? It's so generic. This game was very generic in what they were running today. Read option, read option, read option. That's all you're going to look. I don't care about RPOs, but come on now. You got to put some finesse into it. You can't just do an RPO and then look. Jalen Hurts will get you as many first downs as he wants with his legs. It's not going to win you football games. It's part of it, but it's not going to win you football games. Teams are going to figure it out. So other than that, that's pretty much it. I don't want to make this too long. Those are my thoughts. Bad day today. I enjoyed driving the Philly, and I enjoyed being at the tailgate. That's as far as that went today. And the first quarter of the game was good. Other than that, it fell apart. So, better fix it. It's not good.